Let's talk about stereotypes, humanity's least creative invention. You know, those lazy shortcuts our brains take when we meet someone new. Instead of thinking, hey, maybe this person has a unique story and complex emotions, we go, ah yes, they're wearing a Metallica hoodie. Clearly they peaked in high school. And thanks to social media, how have those stereotypes evolved? They've basically evolved like Pokemon. Except instead of turning into Charizard, they turned into comment section monsters that feed on outrage and insecurity. All right, before we jump headfirst into today's topic, you already know what to do. Go ahead and smash that like button, drop a comment down below. Because I actually read them. Share this with someone who loves a stimulating, open-minded conversation. And of course, tap that notification bell so you never miss when we drop something new. This is a channel where we keep things neutral, open, and just a little bit dangerous for your brain cells in the best way possible. Now, let's get into it. Stereotypes used to be simple, annoying but simple. They were the mental cheat codes society used to save energy. Our brains like patterns. It's efficient. But efficient doesn't mean accurate, it means judgmental. Fast forward to today, and those old patterns didn't disappear. They just put on Wi-Fi. Now, instead of whispering judgments in private, we broadcast them with hashtags and hot takes. You scroll for 2 minutes and you'll see. All gamers are man-children. All women on OF are desperate. All conservatives are villains. All liberals are brainwashed. All sports fans are emotionally stunted dudes who can name 200 stats, but not their own feelings. We've turned nuance into a casualty of the algorithm. Social media actively promotes stereotypes. The more extreme, emotional, and divisive your take is, the better it performs. Why? Because anger and validation drive engagement. The platforms aren't concerned about your moral compass. They care about your retention rate. If an all men are trash tweet makes you rage scroll for 10 minutes, congratulations. You just became an unpaid intern for Twitter's engagement department. Same with YouTube thumbnails like, why modern women are delusional, or why men are useless now. They're not trying to enlighten you. They're trying to farm your dopamine while your common sense quietly dies in the corner. Race and politics are where stereotypes go super saiyan. Social media turns every identity into a brand, and every brand needs enemies. Suddenly, it's not, I disagree with your idea. It's, people like you are the problem. You stop seeing the person and start seeing the label. That's how we end up with TikToks that go, this is why I'll never date insert entire demographic here. And the comments are just people trauma dumping like it's open mic night for bitterness. We've built digital tribes around our insecurities. And the craziest part? Most of us don't even believe half the stereotypes we repeat. We just use them as shields. Because it's easier to stereotype than to self-reflect. Let's talk about women on Instagram and OF for a sec. Apparently, existing online while female automatically enrolls you in the pick me or shame me Olympics. If a woman posts thirst traps, she's selling her body. Doesn't matter if she does it on Instagram, OF, or even X. It's like, no matter what women do online, there's a chorus of unpaid morality consultants ready to judge. Meanwhile, men who just want to chill and play Elden Ring after work get hit with, grow up. You still play games? You must have no social life. Yeah, bro. Sorry I didn't trade my PlayStation for a personality based on stock market memes. But here's the thing. Both of these judgments come from the same place, insecurity. When people feel small, they look for someone to make smaller. The reason stereotypes stick is because they make the world feel predictable. We love control, and control feels like safety. If we can categorize people, We don't have to confront uncertainty. We don't have to admit that we don't really understand each other. We can just scroll, judge, and move on, nice and tidy. It's like emotional junk food, fast, cheap, and absolutely terrible for your long-term empathy health. Here's the uncomfortable truth. A lot of stereotypes are just insecurity wearing a disguise. The guy who trashes women online? Insecure. The girl who mocks man who idolize the red pill movement? Insecure. The political junkie who thinks everyone else is brainwashed? Insecure. Because when you actually like yourself, you stop needing to define other people so harshly. That's why the people who scream the loudest online usually aren't confident. They're terrified. Terrified of being wrong. Terrified of being unseen. Terrified that if the world isn't simple, maybe they're not as smart as they thought. Here's the plot twist. It doesn't have to stay like this. We created these stereotypes, and that means we can uncreate them. We can start seeing people as individuals again, messy, contradictory, complex, and human. That doesn't mean pretending differences don't exist. It means recognizing that they shouldn't define worth. It means being curious instead of condescending. Because curiosity builds bridges. Stereotypes build walls. And honestly, the internet already has enough walls. So next time you catch yourself stereotyping someone, pause. Ask yourself, is this really about them or is it about me? Because half the time, we're not judging people for who they are. We're judging them for who we're afraid we're not. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and comment your thoughts, respectfully, because I'm not a savage here. And of course, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with this open-minded, neutral channel. Stay curious, stay human, and most importantly, stay neutral.